Hello, everyone. You know what today is? It's Mindful Monday. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Brenda Campbell. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. Today, we are going to walk through the 8 steps of the Zentangle Method of drawing, and we hopefully, from this, will get a little calm, a little zen, and bring ourselves into this moment and appreciate what we have right now all around us. So mindfulness is our objective, and we are going to go right into step 1, gratitude and appreciation. In step 1, I like to use a breathing exercise to help us kind of get centered, bring ourselves into the moment, give ourselves a moment to just let go of all of those things that occupy our minds all day long. It's exhausting. Sometimes it's nice just to give your mind a little bit of a break, and that's what we're going to do today, starting with this breathing exercise. So try to get comfortable in your seat if you're sitting. If you're okay closing your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. Breathing in. And as you do, fill up and get tall. And then exhale. And just let everything go. And breathing in, filling up, and relaxing as we exhale. Drop your shoulders. And final big breath in. And out. Now just let your breath fall into its natural rhythm, breathing in and breathing out, and simply follow it. It doesn't matter if they're deep, full breaths or shorter breaths. Just relax into the breathing. Focus on your breath, but know that thoughts will come into your mind. And as they do, just acknowledge them and let them go. As if they were in a parade marching past. And keep breathing. Now take a moment and think of something that makes you happy. It can be a little thing like the sun rising every morning for us, which is really a kind of a big thing. Whatever it is, just hold on to that and feel it. Feel that happy. What does that feel like? Now I'm going to ask you to bring this feeling into our practice today. And if you reach a point as we're drawing that you just feel like you need to stop, then do it. Stop. Take a breath. Remember that feeling. And then begin again. It's okay to take a moment and recenter. Okay, I think that's all for step 1. If you closed your eyes, you can open them up now. I feel much better. So we are going to go ahead and draw a really simple, hopefully, I say that and oftentimes it's not simple. We are going to try and draw a tile with 2 tangles, Ambler and Diva Dance. And I'm going to just do a string as it comes to me. I have nothing in my head. I'm going to be using a Micron PN pen today, PN for plastic nib. It's a little bit stronger, and for my heavy hand, that's always a nice benefit. But today I simply want a wider line, so that's the other reason I like to use the Micron PN. Step 2 are our corner dots. Just using our pencil, putting a dot in each of the 4 corners of our tile or square. Step 3 is a border, and we just simply connect those dots to create our border. Step 4 is our string, and today I'm going to use one long, winding, curvy line that goes around the center, and that is going to be our string. So there's no rhyme, reason, predetermined anything here. I am just going to there. That should work. Just a couple of curvy sections here. It's all good. And now I'm going to continue with my pencil, and I am going to create an aura to that curvy line. Okay, I think that will work. Now, our first tangle is Ambler, and this is how we begin that tangle. If you remember, it's simply square spirals in a border or a line in a row. This string line is what we're going to use. I auraed it to create a space wide enough for our tangle. So we're going to go ahead, and you can begin anywhere you like. I am going to go ahead and begin, maybe I'll begin right here. Now I've got a fixed width here, so I'm going to spiral inward, and that way I can get the size of my spiral set right from the beginning. And because forgot I was spiraling. Oh no, it's okay. It's just a pattern. Your eye will be tricked and not even see your mistakes, so don't worry about it. That's why we say no mistakes. Now I'm going right over top of the pencil lines where they meet with this other loop, and I'm not worried about the pencil lines. They'll kind of fade to the background. Now the other thing that's important here is that we're turning our tile as we go around this loopty string line, because that's the best way to make sure that our individual spirals are as uniform as possible and that they fit into these curvy rows. See, when they're on that spiral curve or that loopty curve, then they're not exactly squares. And that's how I get them to stay kind of uniform in the curvy space. See, now we're back to more of a square. Now this one is going to go underneath this one, but I'm not going to draw behind. I'm actually just going to stop when I reach that one. But I am going to kind of figure, where will that next one be? And I don't think it really matters, so we're good with that. And I'm really allowing my string line, my pencil line, to dictate the shape of my spirals, because I want it to fill that space. And I'm drawing very slowly, as you can see. And I'm only focused on the line, the spiral I'm drawing right now. I don't care what I just drew. I don't worry about what I have yet to draw. I'm focused in the moment on one spiral at a time. That one got kind of weird, but it was a really tight turn. And I'm not all that concerned about it, so it'll be fine. Okay, I'm all done on that end. Now I just need to go, let's see. Okay, that is going to have to do. So you see we've got our string line loops all done out there with our spiral. This still bothers me, but there are no mistakes. I'm going to trust the process. Once I get the rest of my tangles in and get shading done, it's going to look just fine. Okay, so we're done with Ambler. Now what I want to do is inside these loops, I want to do some diva dance. Now diva dance it's basically just a line, a wavy, curvy line where you thicken it in different spots and then you aura that. And that's all it is, but it gives us a really nice bit of drama. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. And we're going to do the diva dance that looks more like a flower. That's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to start in the center. And I'm making this curvy. And I'm only going to go around maybe once. Not too much because I want to start widening, thickening some of this line. We'll come down here. Thicken that. And do another one here. And then here. And I just kind of go around the center, keep spiraling around. And every time afterward, I want to do a little bit of the line thickening, weighting, drawing just some nice sections of solid black. You can make these black spaces basically any shape you like. I'm not sure why I choose what I do, but I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. Some are bigger than others. That's all good. And I'm already kind of running into my ambler. So this one in this section is just about done. Okay, so my first one is pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and make another one here. It will obviously be a little bit smaller. Okay, so I have 2 of them done. I think this one might need a little bit more dark here. There. Now this one here is really, really small. So I am not going to get much in here. But I will get a start. That's about all I need too. Okay, so I could be done if I want, but I think what I'd like to do is add a little bit more diva dance into the background. I'm not going to fill it completely, but I'm just going to kind of make a stripe or 2, maybe 3. And they'll come from, I don't know, kind of like this way. So start at the top, draw my wavy line. Okay, now I'm going to thicken it in spots. Make some larger shapes just to make it look a little interesting. Okay, so there's my first one. And I'm going to go ahead and aura that. And I'm going to turn this around and aura the other side as well. Okay. Now let's put some more drama spots. Line thickening. and I think I'm gonna do one more line. Border line, that is. So I'll add some thickening here. But I think I'm just going to keep going with this one and just do one section, but I'll keep going until I think it's wide enough, because I'm not going to fill the whole space. That seems a little much. And sometimes it's good to have some white space. Okay. Maybe one more line up here and that will do it. But I think we're full up down here, so. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna put one more line with black. That will do it. Okay, I think I'm good. Now, I'm done with my tangles, so I can put my pen away for the moment. We are finished with step 5. Moving on to step 6, which is shading, we pick up our pencil one more time, and we're going to begin with ambler. Now ambler, all I'm going to do is put a line of graphite on the inside of the ambler tangle, but right on the perimeter. That's hopefully will help make this stand out from our Diva Dance, which won't need much shading, I don't think, just because there's so much contrast already in the Diva Dance. Bit more graphite where they cross over. Now I use my pencil kind of the side of the tip, and I use circular motions to put or lay down the graphite. And I also keep the point of my pencil where I want that sharp line to be, which is on the perimeter of this tangle. Take a moment and figure out what I had left. Okay, now I'm also going to put a line where my border is, ends it there. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my tortillon and I'm going to blend it in. Now, just like with my pencil, I'm using circular motion. I'm also using kind of the side of the tip of the point, and I just kind of blend it and pull it down more towards the center. But I also want to be careful because I don't want to make it all dark. I still want some of that center to be light. So I'm not pulling it away very far from the edge. Okay, so that looks pretty good. You still see the lighter section in the center, and that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to go back to my pencil, and we are going to try to do some shading of our diva dance now. Now, it's really, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but what I'm going to do is look for the bends in the curves. And again, don't stress about this. It's all good. And if all fails, just put some pencil lines in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of blend these out. So you might think diva dance is hard to shade, but I like to look at it as it's kind of easy to shade because it really doesn't matter where you put your graphite. You're just going to create some contrast between light and dark inside the tangle, and it's going to look good no matter where you put it. So hopefully there's no stress there. Now we're done with our tangles and we're done with our shading, and step 7 is next. Step 7 is our chop. Now I'm not sure what direction I want to put my chop, but I think I'm going to put it right here. We've got a lot of white space and kind of our ambler rope, if you will, that's going off the page. So I'm just going to set it right on top of that. There's my chop, which is basically just my initials. I've stylized them just a touch. Then I'm going to flip it over, and on the back I'm going to sign it. And date it, but I'll do that later. Then I am going to name our tangles. Today we only had 2. We did Ambler and we did Diva Dance. And we did Diva Dance in 2 different styles. One is the kind of the rose style, and the other is just the straight up and down, fill it in. and give it some contrast. Step 8 is to sit back and admire your tile one more time. Look what you've done. You've created a little piece of art. Thank you for watching this Mindful Monday. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, be you and be happy.